Beautiful weather for beanbagging it. The end of a gorgeous day, the last day for Sixers basketball here in Philly. It is a game that has playoff implications for Paul George and the Indiana Pacers, currently holding the 7th of 8 playoff spots in the East. That starting spot at two guard, it's been held lately by the rookie, Timothé Luwawu-Cabarrot, who's been playing well. His Sixers have a chance to impact the playoff race tonight. All the action coming up right here on CSN. To the Orlando Magic. Sean Holmes and Miles Turner. And this is Monte Ellis, the 12-year veteran on the run. Gets it to George, who had a mismatch. Now it is Ellis, not the scorer he once was. There is Turner denied inside by Dario Saric. But the second-year player from Texas got it back, being a really good player when all is said and done.
He's got all the skills, can shoot the basketball for a guy his height.
Good rebounder, an excellent shot blocker. Timothe's average up to 6, but he's averaging about a dozen points per game or so in his last 6 games. Jeff Teague interceding. Ellis for Thaddeus Young. Miles Turner, their leading rebounder on the season, and that is one thing that Thaddeus Young
was even anticipating that double team coming. Part of 7 out of their 11 initial points, all on the fast break by the Pacers.
Timothé Luwawu-Cabarrot.
The game, and it is getting more and more of an arc to it. Listen, shooters out there, you need an arc to give your shot a chance.
It's got to be Anderson with 1 to shoot, getting a piece of the rock on that play. Paul George, who, oh, by the way, is a very good defensive player. It's George for 3. George with a steal. And you could ignore the shot clock going off.
Miscues lead to easy buckets for the Pacers that make them work for them.
Splitter had it blocked underneath, but it's a badly needed hoop for the Sixers. Jeff Teague, he is second. Pacers very much in control here in this first quarter.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no.
George has the big guy Splitter on him. Rightly takes him and goes all the way in this quarter, and his Pacers already leading by 18 points. McConnell hoping to get some contact Saturday here against Milwaukee on the floor for the first time. That is George, and why not? Gives them some attitude.
Yep.
Or as we say in Philly, some attitude. Here he is on his first touch.
Gives him a jumper, too. Thinking, well, we'll cover ourselves by just giving him the rest of the season. They gave him 2 more years.
Timothé Luwawu-Cabarrot. Luwawu-Cabarrot staying right with Stevenson. And that is
Seraphin in there because Al Jefferson, who got hurt last time these two teams played.
Stauskas for a 3. Got it. All cut. As a rebounder.
Right now, Timmy's on Allen. He's got to make sure he blocks out early.
Boy, Allen not once but 12 this year, missing from beyond. Sixers just 2 of 10. Meantime, Kevin.
That was pretty good defense by Sean Long as well. Just a better move with the little baby hook. Sean did everything he could.
Nick Stauskas. They're running Aaron Brooks along with Lance Stevenson in the backcourt. There's Seraphin who have been in control virtually from the start. Long may have been brought down by Seraphin. Whistles are silent. Alex Poitras.
And they change settings. It just automatically becomes either better or worse for some people.
And you know what? That's why you have to be careful in free agency, because
and what are they going to do once they get paid?
Talk about heart. TJ McConnell for a loping Luwawu-Cabarrot. Do own the tiebreaker. Young, nicely done, dealing it to Turner. Luwawu-Cabarrot stationed for a 3, and he drains it, so they're struggling. Luwawu-Cabarrot 5 of 7. Luwawu-Cabarrot for Sean Holmes, fighting the good fight, and he was fouled right ahead. That's good information. Sixers stripping George. Luwawu-Cabarrot for a streaking Holmes, coming at a foul from on. Now suddenly 8 Indiana turnovers. The lob! Wow, and it's a beauty. 21 points. Luwawu-Cabarrot for 3. Yes!
Just a huge difference from even earlier in the season. There's your answer.
Yep.
Well, George, when he turns the corner, he commands a lot of attention. Sets up Seraphin for the easy two.
Well, like a grapefruit.
Yeah, exactly.
While
Like
players
a melon.
danced around him.
Right.
Continues to show trap with Poitras when he is in the game. He is at the top of that trap as
playmaker at that foul line position against the press, and that's exactly what they. He's finally out of his mom and dad's house. Got his own crib in Indianapolis.
Not once but twice for Holmes. Is getting a start here to begin this third quarter. In there for Justin Anderson, Dario Saric, who is rather quiet offensively. With Turner, he's got a mismatch with McConnell, so the help from Luau Cabarro. Good rotating defense by Stauskas. And Thaddeus Young is in. Anderson, who did not start the second half, in for Stauskas. Saric working over Thad Young, and he had his way. George got it. 21 for Paul George. That a week ago Sunday against the Raptors in Toronto. McConnell, a good defensive player, but now he's given up about half a foot to George. Gerald Henderson in to mind Paul George, and George. That would be Seraphin. Compliments of T-Night, 10 of 16. He's got 25. TJ McConnell.
They brought Nick off the ball this time so he can come off with some screens, just unable to find a range.
McConnell working it with Holmes. There it is. And Saric able to follow. He's driving. Thad Young for LaVoy Allen. Luau Cabarro for three. Got it.
For money, that jumper starting to build some confidence in the people watching.
8 for 8 from the line. It's keeping him in it. Stevenson, who goes around 230, you can count it. And as the Pacers now have it out of the timeout.
TJ got caught napping.
Yep.
They've won it every month since the season started. One of the other.
All caught for shoot out of this world. 62%. Gerald Henderson nails the. Saric has a rolling Holmes who patiently waits. Friction. There is some flexibility there. Two more from. Oh, and it's slammed back by Thad Young. Skis. Holmes unable to handle the feed. Turnover number 16 for the Sixers. Stevenson going goalward. Thaddeus Young, who's played it 4 minutes to play. Poitras another three. Did he call it? Point affair with 3.5 to play in the fourth. Stauskas dealing with George on a switch. Paul George as we. Trapping Teague with Holmes. Oh, nice pass Teague. And there is Turner to have everybody here on CSN. Here are the Sixers out of the timeout now with under 2 minutes to play. Poitras attempting another three, and he dropped it. Watch it down 8. They double up on Teague. There is Turner, who's heavy. It bends. Well, they get a turnover as that pass hit Holmes. Another three from Poitras. Holmes crashing. Oh, and he just barely missed the putback. And now if you're the Sixers, you sort of have to foul, and they do with 26.4 remaining. So we will walk the floor, and a frustrated Richaun Holmes, who missed the Miami was trailing Cleveland in the second half by 10. Series from the Sixers 3-1. They are now 41-40 on the season. For the Sixers, their 7th straight loss.